Imagine scrolling through your feed late at night and suddenly a headline hits you like a lightning bolt. Tesla killer alert, 2026 BYD Qin L EV just landed in America. Your heart skips a beat because deep down we all know Tesla has been sitting pretty for way too long. What if everything we thought we knew about affordable electric cars just got flipped upside down? What if the car that could finally dethrone the Model 3 is already here, ready to storm American roads? Buckle up because today we're diving deep into the 2026 BYD Qin L EV. The pure electric beast that's got Tesla executives sweating bullets. This isn't just another Chinese EV knocking on the door. This is the one that could change everything. Let's start with the basics that make your jaw drop. The BYD Qin L EV is a mid-size sedan built to go head-to-head with the Tesla Model 3. Same length almost, 4,720 millimeters from nose to tail. Slightly wider at 1,880 millimeters, giving it a more planted aggressive stance. And a wheelbase of 2,820 millimeters, which means rear seat legroom that feels like a luxury car. But here's where it gets insane. In China this car starts at just 119,800 yuan. Do the math, that's around 16,500 US dollars right now. 16,500 bucks for a car this size with this tech. The top trim is still under 20 grand. Compare that to a base Model 3 in the US pushing 40,000 plus after taxes and fees. We're talking half the price or less for something that's not just competitive. It's arguably better in several key areas. Powertrain options are wild. You get two rear-wheel drive setups. Entry-level pumps out 148 horsepower with 220 Nm of torque. More than enough for city driving and highway merges. Step up and you get 215 horsepower with 330 Nm. 0 to 60 in about 7 seconds flat. Not drag strip fast but perfectly quick for daily life. And the batteries? BYD's famous Blade LFP packs. Super safe, long-lasting, no cobalt drama. 46 kilowatt-hours for around 292 miles CLTC range. Or 56.6 kilowatt-hours pushing that to 338 miles CLTC. Real world you're looking at 250 to 300 miles easy depending on conditions. That's Model 3 territory on the base pack. But again at half the price. Charging is where BYD flexes hard. This thing sits on the E-Platform 3.0 Evo. 800-volt architecture standard across the board. That means peak charging speeds that make Tesla's Superchargers look sleepy. We're talking 5 to 80% in under 20 minutes on a fast enough station. Add 200 miles in 10 minutes, kind of crazy. And because it's LFP you can charge to 100% daily without babying the battery. No degradation worries like some NMC packs. Design-wise BYD calls it the long face. Dragon-inspired front end with sleek LED whiskers that light up like nothing else. Through-type taillights at the back. Semi-hidden door handles. 18-inch aero wheels. It looks futuristic without being over-the-top weird. Inside it's a minimalist dream but packed with features. 8.8-inch digital gauge cluster. Massive 12.8-inch rotating touchscreen running D-Link 100. Apple CarPlay? Android Auto? Who needs them when the native system is this smooth? Full voice control that actually understands natural speech. Karaoke mode because why not? 3-spoke steering wheel. Column-mounted shifter freeing up console space. And the materials? Soft touch everywhere. Vegan leather seats that feel premium. Rear passengers get air vents, USB ports, and acres of legroom. This isn't a cheap car inside. It feels like something twice the price. Now the killer feature that has everyone talking. God's I see intelligent driving system. Standard on every single trim. No paying extra 30 grand for FSD beta nonsense. Level 2 plus autonomy with adaptive cruise, lane centering, automatic lane changes, traffic jam assist. 12 ultrasonic radars, 5mm wave radars, 11 cameras. It sees everything. And in China it's already handling complex city streets better than most. Over-the-air updates keep improving it month after month. Safety? 6 airbags standard. 360-degree cameras. Automatic emergency braking. Blind spot monitoring. All the goodies you expect in 2025. And because it's blade battery, fire risk is basically zero. BYD has sold millions of these packs with zero thermal runaway incidents. Real talk. If this car launched in America tomorrow at say $25,000 after tariffs and shipping, Tesla would be in full panic mode. Model 3 sales would crater overnight. Because why pay 40 plus for less range, slower charging, and no standard advanced driver assists? The Qin L EV isn't just cheaper. It's better value by a country mile. Range anxiety? Gone with that fast charging. Battery life worries? LFP laughs at degradation. Tech? Smarter out of the box. Space? More rear legroom than Model 3. And it's built by the company that overtook Tesla as the world's biggest EV seller. BYD isn't some startup. They're a battery giant turned auto empire. Vertical integration means they control costs like no one else. They make their own chips, their own batteries, their own motors. That's why they can price this aggressively. In China, the Qin L EV flew off shelves. Over 10,000 orders in the first week alone. People trading in their Model 3s left and right. Forums blowing up with owners saying the BYD feels more refined. Quieter cabin. Smoother ride thanks to frequency selective damping. Better build quality in some areas. And that price. Always coming back to that insane price. Now I know what you're thinking. When is this landing in America? Dealers? Showrooms? Test drives? This is where the excitement reaches fever pitch. Word on the street is big things are happening behind closed doors. Insiders whispering that BYD has been quietly certifying the Qin L for US crash standards. Rumors of a Mexico plant ramping up specifically for North American models. Because everyone knows building in Mexico dodges the worst tariffs. USMCA loophole baby. Sources close to suppliers saying 2026 model year cars are already being prepped with EPA range testing. Imagine pulling up to a dealership and seeing the Qin L EV sitting there for $29,999. Base model with 300-mile range. Full self-driving hardware included. Faster charging than anything Tesla offers today. Tesla fans would riot. Elon would be tweeting at 3 a.m. about unfair competition. But here's the thing. It might actually be happening. Leaked documents from port authorities showing containers labeled Qin L bound for California. Gray import dealers already taking deposits. YouTube channels teasing review units arriving soon. Could this be the moment Chinese EVs finally crack America wide open? Or is it all smoke? Let's pump the brakes a little and look at the other side. Because not everything is sunshine and rainbows. First off, those 100% tariffs on Chinese-built EVs are still very much real. Even if built in Mexico, there are rules of origin to satisfy. BYD would need significant local content, which takes time and money. Their factory in Mexico is focused on other models right now. Passenger cars for US might be years away if ever. BYD executives have said publicly multiple times no short-term plans for US passenger car sales. Geopolitical headaches. Trade war escalation. National security concerns over connected cars. All real barriers. Canada was rumored too, but tariffs there are climbing fast. So maybe the Qin L EV never officially lands here. Maybe it's gray market only. Rich enthusiasts importing them one by one. Paying premium prices that erase the value advantage. Or perhaps BYD partners with someone. A rebadged version under a legacy brand. We've seen crazier things. But then again, look at what happened with the Seagull. Everyone said no way it comes here. Yet people are importing them like crazy in some states. Registering as low-speed vehicles. driving happy with 30 grand smiles on their faces. The Qin L could follow the same path. Bigger battery, full highway legal in most places. Or maybe BYD surprises everyone. Drops a bombshell announcement at CES 2026. Here it is, America, your new affordable EV king. Starting at $28,888. Eligible for the full $7,500 tax credit somehow. Tesla stock drops 20% in a day. Dealerships flooded with trade-ins. It could happen. It really could. Or it might not. Tariffs could triple. Politicians scream about jobs. Lobbyists win again. And we're stuck paying double for half the car. The truth is, nobody knows for sure right now. But one thing is crystal clear. The 2026 BYD Qin L EV exists. It's incredible. It's crushing Tesla in markets where it's allowed to compete fairly. And the pressure is building. America wants affordable EVs. We're tired of waiting for the mythical 25K Tesla that never comes. We're tired of range anxiety and slow charging and degradation drama. The Qin L EV solves all that today. 4 peanuts. So whether it lands officially in 2026 or we have to fight for it. This car is the wake-up call the industry needed. Tesla's nightmare is real. And it's absolutely beautiful. If this video fired you up, smash that like button. Subscribe for more no BS EV truth bombs. Drop a comment. Do you think the Qin L makes it here next year? Or are we doomed to overpay forever? Let the debate rage. Because the EV revolution just got a whole lot more interesting. See you in the next one.